Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be real with you. I was sitting here like, why can't I move my microphone down? And it took me much longer than it should have to remember the cable was getting in my way last night when I was playing games, and I had moved the cable over the monitor, and so it was getting stuck on the monitor. But just know it was a solid 2 or 3 minutes of me trying to figure out why my microphone would not move. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Holt, why not Stevens Metagross? Oh no, Welsh, did you figure? Man, I was really hoping you wouldn't figure out what we were playing tonight. You expect us to hit 3K resets? I expect us to hit that too. Not tonight though. That would be 550 resets tonight. I don't even know if focused is the right word. I'm definitely not focused enough to do that. But also, just that would take... honestly, sitting here doing it, because I can do 100 in 2... Or I can do 50 in an hour when I'm playing... When I was, like, playing Town of Salem. If I actually just, like, sat here and, like, focused resets... I actually don't know how long it would take me to do 100. Probably faster than I'm currently getting through these resets. Probably a lot faster than I'm currently doing. Soft reset stream when? Probably never. I don't know. I was thinking about this earlier. I was watching I was thinking about this because I was watching the new Jon Stone video. I watched it earlier today. And I was like, once again, I got into my thought process, like, man, I should really like focus in on a shiny living dex. I was like, it's such a fun accomplishment, blah 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 blah. And then literally right before stream, I'm out walking Percy, and I'm thinking about it again. I'm like, oh, you know, I could do it. I was like, I don't necessarily have to stream it. Like, I could just focus it on the side, and you know, eventually come out with these fun videos of like catching, you know, all these Pokemon. And then I remembered how boring shiny hunting is. I love shiny Pokemon. I love finding shiny Pokemon, but hunting for shiny Pokemon is so boring. Yes, it's that's why I like Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is a fun time. You run around, you hear bring. Especially like Masuda Method. Masuda Method is so boring. Just running in a circle hatching eggs is so boring. This one is at least, you know, somewhat... I don't want to say easy. It's not, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, it's an easy shiny method. Because, you know, you look at 3 Pokemon, press 2 buttons. Try again. Okay, wait, my rubber band's not holding the buttons down correctly. There we go. But yeah, you need more patience? Probably. I probably do need more patience. That is probably something that I could benefit from having. That is definitely not an incorrect statement. Definitely not an incorrect statement. Also, I'm finally feeling like a lot better. It's probably not this stream. Probably in the next couple streams we'll get back to walking on, getting a mile or 2 in during stream. But lately, I've just not been feeling good enough to want to do that. Legends EA soon, yeah, month and what? October 18th? I already told. I just started Googling October 18th. As if that. You know what? What if I Google October 18th? What pops up? October 18th is the 291st day of the year. 292nd in leap years. 74 remains to the end of the year. How far do I don't even know if October 18th is actually the correct day that Legends Arceus comes out. Not Legends Arceus, Legends EA. Is it October 18th? It'd be, it's October 16th. Dang. Alright, I'm gonna Google October 16th. 289th day in the year. How far down do I have to scroll in Googling October 16th for them to tell me about Pokemon? International Bosses Day, I guess, is that day. Probably pretty long. October 16th is probably not that specific. What's up, Welsh? And even in Pla, I'm not actually shiny hunting. I'm doing perfect decks. I actually keep saying I want to go back and perfect my decks, but I just haven't done it. Play Steven's Metagross and you'll get the shiny. I'm okay with never getting a shiny. October 16th. So my current plan for Legends ZA is obviously the day it comes out is do a super long stream playing it, but this is the first time I have bought a Pokemon game from the Pokemon Center. So we're also deciding our starter based off of what plush it comes with. That'll decide my starter. I really hope it's not Chikorita. So I don't know when that day the game will show up, but I am planning to stream it that day. As I'm sure 30,000 other people are. But I don't want to wait a day to stream it. So whenever the game shows up, I need to actually... I already told my boss that I wasn't planning to be into work that day. I probably should take the next day off too. Take off the 16th and the 17th. I should probably do that. I should just... they already said, yeah, whatever, that's fine. After they laughed at me for saying I wanted to take off work to play a Pokemon game. But I actually do need to go in and put it in my calendar that I will not be in that day. My boss was like, sure, I guess. I'm doing a Mega Absol Legends ZA only run. But what if you don't get access to Absol until like 3/4 into the game? What are you gonna do? You're gonna pick Chikorita? Actually, who are the three? It's Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig. That's who it is. Tepig is the fire. Of those three, I think my favorite in order of basics is Totodile, Tepig, Chikorita. Then of their middle evos, which is Croconaw, Bayleaf, and Pignite, it is Bayleaf, Pignite, Croconaw. No, Croconaw, Pignite. And then of their final stage evolutions, Magnernia, right? Is it Magnernia? Is that how you say that? I can never say. Honestly, it's last because I can never remember how to correctly say its name. Nowhere near. That's why it's one of my least favorite Pokemon, because I just cannot remember how to pronounce its name. Meganium, right? Meganium. I think I'm adding way too many EUs into it. I don't know. I don't love Feraligatr. Feraligator's fine. I just think Totodile is better. Meganium. I just can't pronounce it right, and I never will, and that's something I have come to terms with, and it's something you all need to come to terms with. And I don't like Tepig's final stage. I can't think of its name. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of any of the final stage evos of the starters of this game. I will not be using them very long. Imbor, that's what it is. We don't even know the full list of Pokemon in this game yet. Obviously, because we don't know if there's any new. I've stayed away from all leaks. We don't talk about leaks here. We don't talk about spoilers here. I am guessing they're at least going to add probably 3 or 4 brand new Pokemon. We're probably going to get some I don't know about regionals because Gen 6 didn't have regionals, and especially since we're just in one place. But I mean, we might get some regional variants. I wouldn't be surprised. But I would imagine more likely what we're probably going to get is similar to Legends Arceus, is we're going to get new evolutions for Pokemon that didn't have them, like how Basculin got Basculegion. Even though I still think that was a mistake on TPCI's part. I think it should have been Lapras into some new version. I think Lapras should have been the right Pokemon. I think that would have been so much cooler. But I think we'll probably get like some new Evos for Pokemon that didn't previously have evolutions. I think the easiest one we can count out that won't have one is Hawlucha, since Hawlucha got a Mega, and a Pokemon has never been able to Mega that evolves. But maybe Hawlucha gets a baby Evo. That would be kind of cool. They could give us some new baby Evos. When was the last time? I guess they haven't given us like a... They haven't gone back to add a baby since Gen 4. Correct? Otherwise, it's just part of it. Did Gen 4 add a baby? Am I making that up? Gen 8? Did you... What Gen... I'm talking about adding a baby to a Pokemon that already existed. I know, like, Toxel was added in Gen 8, but I mean, like, where they went back and gave a Pokemon a pre-Evo that already existed. Adding was Gen 4. Okay. So, I mean, that'd be kind of interesting if they did something like that. But I am imagining we'll probably get 3 or 4 brand new Pokemon. But I'm really interested, what are all the Pokemon that will be, like, confirmed Pokemon. Cerebi doesn't share leaks, so Cerebi will give us the correct info just from Pokemon that are confirmed from stuff that we've seen. Scrolling through this, I'm trying to decide who my starter is going to be. Yo, Gengar's in? Oh, I guess it makes sense. Probably every Pokemon that has a Mega, we could probably assume is going to be in the game of Mega Evolution. They'll probably add in every Pokemon that has a Mega. That would make sense. That would make sense. They should give Eevee a Mega. Give us Mega Eevee. It's time. Does Raichu have a Mega? It'd be cool if they gave Raichu a Mega. No? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Litwick's in the game. I don't know. I'm really excited for this game. Either way, I'm pumped for it. It's going to be a good time. I'm very excited to see it and see what happens. See, like Cerebi's so good about showing us only available Pokemon. It only shows us confirmed Pokemon that's in it that they don't even have, unless I scrolled past it, they don't even have... Oh, no, they do. I was about to say they don't even have Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon confirmed, but they have every other evolution. They did. I just scrolled right past it, real dumb-like. Eevee has Gmac and Z-Move? Exactly, so you might as well give it a Mega. Because you might as well. Eevee's the better Pokemon. Alright, chat, we are playing some Polt Dusk today. The reason for it is I have always been super interested in... I love Dragapult as a Pokemon. Obviously, I love Hawlucha as a Pokemon. And this deck list is just... It's super fun. It's super cool. This is just the second place deck list from Worlds. With 0 changes. I think it's a fun deck list. I know it can be a little annoying playing against it. Badoo lock for item lock, popping Dusclops and Dusk Noirs, Dragapult for Phantom Die for 200. But I think it's a very complex, interesting way to play the game. There's a reason why we always see a lot of Dragapults make it near the end of these big regionals, because it is a high skill deck. Because you're thinking about, where am I going to put all this damage? When does it make the most sense to take knockouts? And it's a deck that I've always kind of been interested in. I've played it a lot here and there. I've played variants of it. I've played Poltzard, but I've never actually focused in and like played the deck. I always get distracted with something else like Miraidon or Goldango or what else has... What are my big decks that have... Lugia? Lugia V-Star distracted me for a while. But it's always one I come back to and I'm like, I should play it again. So we're going to play it today with my goal being to feel confident enough in this deck that I can take it to a cup. I'm playing it on Saturday and feel well. Now, my concerns with this deck is you can have bad opens. You can very easily open a Blood Moon, open a Fez, open a Hawlucha, open a Monkey, and have no other basics in your hand and no other ways to get them. And if you have bad opens like that, it's rough. Which is why this deck, I do think, performs so well at all these events and whatnot, because they are best of 3 events. And I think this deck does really well in best of 3 events, because most likely 2 out of 3 times you can have a good open. But if you have a bad open, especially at a best of 1 situation, like at a Challenger or Cup... takes it a minute to get back. But this deck is such a big comeback deck, because with Dragapult and Dusk Noir, it is absolutely possible to take 6 prize turns. I did it just the other night. I was playing against the Ogre Box deck, and I punched 200, spread some damage. They had Squawkabilly. The next turn, this took me like 4 turns to build up to it. The next turn, because they had taken knockouts, I counter-catchered up like a Latias or one of the other ogres, popped the Dusk Noir and put 130 on Squawkabilly, who had a Bravery Charm, put down the Jamming Tower to turn off the Bravery Charm, punched 200 for knockout on active because I'd already put 1 damage on it, put 3 on Squawkabilly for knockout because Bravery Charm was turned off from the tower, and then put 1 on one of the other ogres that I'd punched into earlier, and that's a 6 prize turn. So it's really fun. Obviously, it's a strong deck. And I just want to play it some more and get a little bit more confident with it. I have run it. It's what got me from 1500 up to 1600. But I did get up to 1600 and I dropped back down to like 1520. And I jumped it back up to 1600 over the other day. I played a little Charizard as well. I was just playing all the games where I was losing. I'm on currently a 5-game win streak, all with Polt Noir, which only means one thing. You gotta remember, chat. That means it's time to brick. Just kidding. As long as we just shuffle better, we'll be fine. No, it'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be great. And we're also gonna hopefully get to 2,500 resets tonight. Awesome. You know what? As soon as this game starts, I'm just gonna immediately concede. I'm just gonna immediately concede and just get the loss out of the way. That's what you just gotta immediately concede and get the loss out of the way. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, the 3 decks that I actually have like built right now, that like I have fully built, are Gholdengo, Charizard, and Dragapult. Those are the 3 decks I've just been playing a lot of, that I've been enjoying. Alright, we have lost the coin flip. Loses the coin flip, immediately concedes. I mean, a lot of decks right now want to go second, but our opponent has decided to go first, which could potentially mean Dango, could mean Bolt, could mean Eevee. Okay, this is actually not a terrible open with Poffin in hand and energy to attach to Duskull. We're going second, so we can Poffin for Dreepy, Badoo, attach, retreat to Badoo, Itchy Pollen. Also, it just depends on their deck list that they're playing. Or it's Gholdengo. I was like, Gholdengo's another deck that wants to go first. It also does suffer from the Itchy Pollen, especially if they have a rough opening turn, which it is. Dango's a deck that likes to go first, so that way they can start getting things set up. But if they whiff it, and it looks like they are whiffing it because they haven't Buddy Poffin and they're Ultra Balling, if they put down a Genesect, they've definitely whiffed it. Or I was going to say if they put down a Gimmighoul, they've definitely whiffed it. But a Genesect could just mean they don't have a Nest Ball. They're going to go ahead and Metallic to thin the deck. I don't think they have a Poffin or a way to get another Gimmighoul down, which means we've got a pretty good time coming here. It's going to be pretty good for us. Research is also really good for us. I do like a Research here, because this hand isn't a super strong hand. We're going to Research all this away anyways. So we could honestly Ultra Ball, and I don't really want to put Latias down, though. Let's see what's in the... 2 Dreepies prized? 2 Dreepies. A Loke. That's crazy. 2 Dreepies and a Loke are prized. We got a Latias is not prized. That's crazy. 2 boss. We have a Research prized. We have 2 Night Stretchers. Okay, those are our prizes. Okay. So then I'm okay with throwing away 2 energy here, basically. Because I know I have all my Luminous energy. I know I have my Neo Upper. Hey, we end up pitting it anyways. Probably Nest Ball for... Well, I was going to say for another Dreepy. And then as I clicked it, I remembered the Dreepies are gone. So I guess we'll put down Dust Skulls. Dust Skulls will help us. We don't have a very strong next turn hand, which I'm not super pumped about. So hopefully we can draw into something that's super helpful. So let's go ahead and retreat into Badoo. Play down the Jamming Tower because the likelihood of them having... We know 2 of the cards in hand are Dangos. Actually, I don't know if they were Dangos. I was like, I assume they're Dangos. I was like, but they could have also been like a Scyther. Okay, so they are Cypher Maniacing. Which means they are going to evolve active. They are going to get a strong draw here. Potentially just for Metal Energy and other energy to just get the knockout on Badoo. Or maybe they put down... Okay, so I'm assuming it was 2 Gimme Ghouls. Is what it was. Because they can't play Buddy Buddy Poffin, so they just want to get Evos going. Cool. We will do this. Jamming Tower turns it off. What if we gave them a price here? We pop the Dusclops, put it onto active, counter-catchered you, who currently can't retreat, turns off some of their draw, and then Iono. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. I could take a prize, but I don't want to take a prize here because I want to have my counter catcher on. But I also want to Iono because I need some Lokes. I need some Lokes. I need some Lokes. Don't need Buddy Poffin, considering nothing else is worth grabbing. The only other below 70 HP is a Badoo in deck. We got 2 Ionos for next turn. Really the only other thing I would like to grab here is maybe Hilda. Actually Stretcher could be good. Get Dustclops back. We have 2 prize Stretchers. Let's grab the Stretcher. We'll hold the Stretcher. We could grab Stretcher and go ahead and grab you Evo. We have Luminous for that there. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Itchy Pollen for 0, but it still turns off items, which is what's more important than anything else. And I don't really want to kill the Genesect to give them any Fez draw power. I'm just hoping they're just stuck here. They can, of course, still Evo their entire bench. But I'm hoping they're just stuck in active. Because they would need to hit... Okay, but they can Cypher to put their Stadium up. Which, if they do that, cool. They probably put their Stadium up. But then they probably put their Stadium and the other Air Balloon if it's not already in hand. And they're going to attack us with Baby Goldango. We already know it's in hand. They can't boss, though, so they can't kill one of our Lokes, which would be the stronger use of the Baby Dango. Artisan doesn't help us, unfortunately. No, they just go for the big Evo. Okay. Monkey Dory helps them a lot here. Do you have a way to get out of active, though? You do have your balloon. They had to have just got... Oh, why are you putting Monkey up front? What? Interesting. They don't have any energy, then. Okay. So go ahead and attach this here. I mean, honestly, I would love to boss. Boss feels so much stronger, but also, so does Countercatcher. We still have one more Countercatcher in deck. But I don't want to just go to that. I mean, if I'm going for another Itchy Pollen again, that's okay with me. We have half the piece. Ultra Ball. We already have Dusknoir. Ultra Ball doesn't really get us anywhere. They didn't take a knockout. I'll just grab the Neo Upper. We can't use it this turn, but I mean, I'll just grab it potentially for next turn. Researcher Hilda. Neither, honestly. Okay, so we could take the knockout here. But that would unlock their items. They have a 5-card hand. They get to draw 5 cards. Or I could pop Dusknoir, give them a 4th prize card, take a knockout, and actually punch into something that's worth punching into. Because 130 plus 60 never gets me anywhere. 130 plus 60 is only 190. So I would have to have already added damage to someone, and I don't think that's worth it. I think it would be so much more powerful here to just start spreading some damage. Even though they'll take a return knockout. Which we could have just grabbed that Countercatcher or the Jamming Tower. We can potentially grab them next turn. Is there anything I want right now? I mean, Hawlucha doesn't really fix any math. Honestly, I'd probably like to grab a Jerebi off the prizes. Who are you sending up? Perfect. That's who I was hoping you would send up. Have one more Night Stretcher. I don't really want to give them any more prizes. I don't like that I already had to give them 2, but it is what it is. We did what we had to do. I mean, we're behind at this point. We can take 2 prizes, or 4 prizes. They take 2 prizes here, though. It's going to have to come down to them breaking at this point. Them breaking or a well-timed Iono, which could get us there. We've already used 2 Ionos. So preferably next turn, I would rather, if they take the knockout here, which I'm assuming they will, I would rather Iono them than do anything else. Okay, that's actually a really good turn for them. That's a really good turn for them, is hitting the Turo there, but it does mean no Cypher, so it could cause them to whiff the knockout. Because they aren't yet using Energy Surge Pro, but now they get Fez. They also get to get Scyther out of the deck, or Togepi. Okay, this is the Togepi build. So now they get to flip the script. If we just need them to whiff the ESP. 24 cards in deck. They haven't used either coin bonuses on the bench. We also kill the Togepi, right? I feel like we have to kill the Togepi and not give them... I don't know, I don't feel like the extra prize card actually helps them. Because they just have a 2-2 prize victory anyway, so I actually think we can ignore the Togepi and just let that... block the bench. Superior just for 2 energy. What all do you have in hand right now for those 2 energy to be worth grabbing? You have 7 energy in hand? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Jamming Tower for sure. I wanted to Iono this turn. But obviously we aren't getting an Iono off. Does the extra 30 damage that a Monkey Dory gives me, does that benefit anything? Because it's still 100 damage for the knockout here. Does that benefit me? I feel like we definitely don't research here. Hilda, maybe for the other Loke. We'll grab the Luminous. Kill Togepi. I don't think killing Togepi, though, is worth it, though. Because they already have the damage they need to get places. We don't need Latias. I mean, we don't even need the Ultra Ball either. I just want to thin stuff from the deck so that way we can hit what we need to. I'm trying to see if the 90 damage combo... I mean, using it, we could take out the Gimmighoul on bench. With 30 there, it's 40. I mean, right now I'm going to put 200. I'm trying to set up... Actually, the Togepi, I am at 5 prizes. So actually killing the Togepi might be worth it for the 6 prize turn. I think that actually is worth it for the 3 prize turn, or the 5 prize turn. So we'll attach that. This doesn't fix math for me, as well as like forcing them to have to use something more. We'll just put it there, and then we'll just go for the attack here. We'll put 1 here for sure, 2 here, and then I guess just throw the 3 here, because both of those are in range of the knockout. I'm just trying to thin the deck here. We're going to hold that in hand. I don't think they Iono us. I don't see that happening. I don't love giving them Fez Draw, but I think they have the knockout no matter what here. I think we're okay. We still have 1 more counter catcher in deck. We have 14 cards in the deck. I can't imagine they play a second Turo. But even if they do... I mean, if they play a second Turo, we're kind of screwed. A second Turo really hurts us. Levincia to recover some lightning energy. But they only have 1 to recover there. They need a superior energy retrieval. They also need Energy Search Pro. They need to clear that energy from the deck. But I mean, it might be at this point. 14 cards left in deck. Ooh, that's an interesting knockout, actually. That's an interesting knockout. I like that. I like this a lot. This is a very interesting knockout. This is really fun. But I do just need Boss's Order or Counter Catcher for game. Okay, so I got 14 cards in deck. I draw and I go to 13. I take 3 from a Fez and go to 10. I take 7 from a Research and go to 3. I can see my entire deck next turn. They've Arven, they've Energy Search Pro. My hand stays the exact same way it is. I win. Cool. It's always great. They didn't do it there just because they couldn't, but it's always great when you can superior. Wait, did they just fail their own superior? They only took 1 energy. What? It's only 3 prizes. If they Monkey Dory and kill Badu, it's only 3 prizes. So Togepi actually could have helped there had they had that set up. Alright, we do have to do this Recon first. Because I need to evolve and attach Neo Upper. Oh, which do I choose? Which do I choose? That's great. That's incredible. That's incredible. Which do I choose? What option do we go with? A counter catcher or a boss's orders. Both get us there. Incredible. And I do think that the Togepi, since we're already at 5, was correct, especially if they got it set it up there. They actually could have potentially with a Monkey Dory. I mean, that's asking for them to have so many pieces, though. But I mean, if they had all those pieces, it would have been pretty cool. It would have been pretty cool. GG. Thank you, Nitro. How are you doing? Yeah, that's the fun of Pult, is that it is a lot of math and being like, okay, if I put this 3 damage counters here, how can I benefit this from in 4 turns? And it's a lot of math. It's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of brain power. But it's a powerful deck, but it is also, you know, a deck that requires you to have forethought, something I don't always have. Just walking around my room to get your steps in. I was saying earlier, I was like, I need to get back up on my walking pad, but I've just, all last week I was sick, and then I'm only just now feeling a little bit better, so I'm like, I don't want to go too hard on stuff when I'm still, like, in recovery from being sick. It's probably by next stream, I'll probably be back up on the walking pod. Oh, Mega Sizzle. We also are at that level where we could end up running into the same people multiple times in a row. Which is fun. I do like playing people like multiple times in a row to like get like a best of 3 type feel. You're like, oh, was one of us just like hitting everything and the other of us was like bricking? It is really fun when you can experience that. I do have Ultra Ball in hand. I am going second. I have Ultra Ball in hand and I have Iono. I could Ultra Ball, Loke, and... I mean, not necessarily Loke. I could Ultra Ball something to get out Latias to retreat. I also have Energy in hand. Because if I get the Latias, then I can save the attach. Ooh! Yeah, I hate to see the Blood Moon in the opening turn. And the pass. Oh! And the pass. I really hate to get rid of an Iono. The likelihood of us hitting Latias is high. We also have attached the energy. So maybe we just rip the Iono and see if our next 6 cards are... What if our next 6 cards suck? But I really don't want to throw away a Loke or an Iono. Not knowing what's in my deck is what's making me second guess it, because I don't want to... 3 Dreepies. We have a prized Loke. Got a prized Loke. We got a prized Dragapult. Oh, nope. Did not want to click Inspect. Wanted to click All. We got a prized Research. We got a prized Iono. We got a prized Counter Catcher. We got a prized Night Stretcher. Deadbeat prizes. I mean, I could Night Stretcher right now and just put Loke back in deck. But I won't. What rank are you now on TCG Live? We're in Masters. We're, I think we're on like 1690 something. Oh, just what we want. 1, 2, and then 1 for Purdue. We could see a concede here, chat. We could see a concede coming up. This is rough. Having just Blood Moon inactive and you're being Itchy Pollen, that's just rough for whatever the deck is. I'm assuming it's another Pult. Yeah. I was like, but it's just rough. Oh, research. Okay, I was hoping to see, like, worse stuff being researched away there. But that is, like, losing Countercatcher, Turo, and Boss. Those are pretty rough. We'll do a research of our own. I hate to lose the Luminous. The Dusk Noir we can recover. The Buddy Poffin I don't need. The Nest I don't need. The Jamming Tower, I'm assuming they probably aren't playing anything that utilizes it. But they might have like a Air Balloon in there or something. And I don't need the other Dreepy. So I'll grab a Loke out. And also, if I use my Jamming Tower, they can't play theirs, which is kind of funny. Also, we can Night's Treasure for another Loke. So we have one here in the discards. Can I find a third one? Can I find a third one? I'll grab the Iono to move forth our hand next turn. So that way we can cycle the hand. Neo Uppers, like, we have a very strong board right now. They do get a Loke, that's nice. They can start moving stuff. A lot of Pult decks right now aren't which I don't know what Pult they're playing, because we haven't seen, like, another piece. If we see a Dusk go down, they most likely aren't playing Rare Candies, and if they are, they're probably only playing, like, one. But if we start seeing, like, stuff like Maractus, stuff like that, then we're like, okay, this is pure Pult. Latias is in most versions. Okay, but they do get Blood Moon out. So I would really like to boss here. Bossing and killing this Dracloak. Or just even using Dusclops to be able to knock that out. Would do a lot. Hilda does get that for us. Hilda gets Clops. We pop Clops, put 50 there, and we ruin their day. Now we can see the conceit. I was like, we're basically killing their setup. They have nothing else set up. And we're getting big damage put down. I would also have conceded if I was... I honestly, I probably would have conceded sooner. Because that was... Anytime you open Blood Moon... Every time I open Blood Moon, I just go, why do I even play Blood Moon? Why is Blood Moon even in this deck? And then the times that you use Blood Moon, you're like, oh yeah, that's why Blood Moon's in this deck. Ooh, Blood Moon actually does a lot. But it sucks when Blood Moon comes. I need Blood Moon to be, I need the Pokemon TCG to let me choose to take a mulligan. Be like, look. Did I tell you all about this when I played a kid at a challenge? And I played this kid, and like I got down paired to this kid, or just down paired to like them being, they were like a child, they were like a junior, and I was playing all day. It was the last challenge I went to. I ended up coming in, I think 7th at this challenge. But this child, we sit down and I'm shuffling the deck, and I always hate playing against seniors. I'm okay playing against because normally, you know, they're like 14 or 15. They have formed the ability to, that I don't feel like I have to parent while playing them. But like I'm playing like a 10-year-old. I'm also going to be like, hey, let's pay attention to the game. you know, nope, you actually, you can't, like pull out your phone. Like, I have to, like, I feel like I have to do more than I do other times instead of just paying attention to the game. But this kid, we shuffle, I get my hand out, things are good. The kid shuffles, they show me they don't have a basic, they shuffle again, they draw their 7 cards, and they immediately start shuffling again before showing me their hand. And just before I can even say anything, the kid goes, I had a basic, but I didn't like it, so I'm just gonna shuffle. I was like, you can't do that. But also, I don't want to be the almost 30-year-old man calling a judge over on a 10-year-old child. To be like, this child isn't playing the children's card game correctly. And it was something. I did end up beating the child in game. I beat the child in game. But it's also because during this kid's first turn, they were playing Charizard. They Ultra Balled away Charizard and a rare candy. They like secret boxed away like a Pidgeot. Like they just kept throwing away pieces they needed later because they just wanted to get stuff out in the early game. Because of course, you know, they're just one-track mind like I tend to do. And then later the kid was like, I don't know where my card is. It must be in my prizes. And I'm sitting there like, nah, dude, it's in your discard because you threw it away to be able to get out a Pidgey. It was a fun time. I don't like playing against juniors. I don't hate this open. Am I going first? I am. Ooh, Maractus. Do love a little Maractus. Probably just put down both Dreepies. I think that's stronger than anything else. We got Loke in hand. We do have Loke in hand. We got Loke in hand. So we got prized a Clops, a Noir, Clops, a Noir, a Nest Ball, a Stretcher. Got 3, 2, 1, 1. All right, I'm missing 2 cards. What am I missing? Both bosses are there. What am I missing? Monkey's in hand. Researches. Iono's in hand. Builders are there. I don't know what I'm missing. Oh, we are missing an Ultra Ball. I play 4. We are missing an Ultra Ball. Potentially a Counter Catcher was the other thing I'm missing. Potentially a Counter Catcher. I'll probably Loke one of the benched ones in case we draw into Latios. That way Dreepy can escape the active. Legacy Energy and Artisan. What is this deck? I was assuming it was straight Pulp because of Maractus. But Maractus is, I mean, obviously is played in other decks, but I don't know what other decks. Oh, this is Okie Dokie. Okay. Okie Dokie. I'm not super familiar with Okie Dokie. It's not a deck I play against super often. If one has any Darkness Energy attached to it, it gets plus 100 HP, and the attacks it does 100 more damage to your opponent's active Pokeball. So they need 3 energy attached to do 170 and have 230 HP. That's pretty cool. They have attached the Legacy Energy. Alright, we will attach this, evolve this. Probably Artisan for Badoo. Just to make sure I get it down. And I wanted to check my counter catchers. I was missing a counter catcher. Okay, so those are my prizes. Stretcher, Ultra Ball, counter catcher, Noir, Clops, and Noir, Clops, and what's the other one? Nest Ball. And Nest Ball. Okay. They probably had a pretty dead hand since they didn't do anything, but I'm more interested in getting my side set up. I don't know what to expect from all this, so I am going to go ahead and send down the second or the 4th Dreepy. Ultra Ball. How many Ionas if I throw it away? Just one, right? Okay. If Jesus walks on water, does he swim on land? That's a great question. I don't think enough people are asking about that. I don't think enough people are asking about that. Ooh! Nitro makes a good point, Raphael. He skates on land. He does skate on land. If Jesus turns water into wine, does he turn wine into water? Great question. Great question. Artisan for what? Artisan for what? We could have a really good turn next turn if we get our legacy energy. Or not our legacy, our Neo Upper energy. We could start attacking. Turns water into wine and he died by getting hammered. Yikes! Yikes! Okay, so do you have the energy? Are you going to move that 10 damage over? That 10 damage is going to make a big difference. I probably They're gonna go for a corner here, so I guess we don't care too much about getting an attack off next turn. I was hoping they just weren't gonna go for a corner this turn, and we'd be able to do big stuff. They can only corner me once, so we probably won't research this turn because I don't want to evolve the Bolt just yet. I would like to establish both of those as Lokes, though. What would I throw away here? I mean, the Latius for sure. But attaching Legacy Energy, I mean, I will just attach the Psychic Energy. Attaching Psychic Energy is fine, too. Hilda? Hilda's actually really good this turn. Probably put Neo Upper in hand. But not attach it. Probably just attach this energy. Because I don't want to lose Neo Upper energy before I can do anything with it. That's pretty good. We get all of our Lokes established. I am a fan of that. I am a fan of all the Lokes being established. I already have a counter catcher. Also, I already have a Bolt. I think I'm okay just to Badoo here. Or do we use the Ultra Ball? I mean, we definitely will go ahead and attach this. Ultra Ball to get rid of Latius and a counter catcher. That seems fine. We can go ahead and get Oops online. And then we'll go for an Ichiballin. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good turn. That is a pretty strong board on my side. I only have 4 cards in hand, so I'm trying to hope they also don't go for, like, an Iono. The Neo Upper. But, I mean, if they corner, they kill, and I get to promote and counter catcher. Or they just Adrenabrain the 20 to Badoo, kill Badoo. Probably just promote you. I just promote you. I mean, corner doesn't matter here anymore, because corner gets turned off by the evolution, but also I'm going to evolve anyways to attack. But I just want to make sure Dusclops stays into play. I don't know what their level of, or what their energy acceleration looks like. I don't know, like, if it's Crispin's, if what engine they have to push energy, because they have attached for turn, which tells me they aren't doing an attack here. So I don't know. I don't know what their engine is. Bravery Charm. That's fine. Oh, Legacy Energy also does count as the Darkness Energy. I was about to do the math. But Legacy Energy counts as every energy, which is pretty cool. Corner, doesn't matter. Fire Energy. Does Hawlucha matter? I don't think Hawlucha matters. So we'll just grab Dust Skull. We could research here before I start doing anything else. Because we also do have Counter Catcher online. So obviously we'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do that. Who would I rather kill other than the Maractus? And is it this guy? Or is it this guy? I think actually the Monkey Dory is a better kill here. We also aren't going to pop the Clops just yet. I was like, before I pop the Clops, I want to see if maybe... And Dust Noir is prized. Never mind. I was like, where we get the Noir? Noir is prized. We have Legacy. We'll grab Iono to move the hand next turn. There's honestly not a lot I want to see right now. In fact, I don't think there's anything. Night Stretcher is good to have in hand. Do I maybe want to use the Clops right now, actually? Clops does get me 2 prizes, because 50 plus 60 is 110. We just take out Maractus. We take 2 prizes here. I definitely put 60. I don't think I used the jamming tower yet, because they already bumped one of my towers. Because I want to put 60 here. Because normally you only have 230. And I don't want to get stuck in a corner. Yeah, I don't think I want to get stuck in a corner. So I think we just take the 2 prizes here and don't put any other damage on anyone else just yet. I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm fine with this. Ultra Ball Stretchers, we still got Noir, Clops, Nest Ball, and a 4th thing. But I already identified earlier, but I can't remember what it is now. Noir, Clops, Nest Ball. I don't remember what the 4th thing was. Doesn't matter. Nothing I'm looking for. Might have been like Iono or something else. But I don't really care right now. Oh wait, does Legacy actually count as both? Because it counts as everything, right? The longest this card is touched to opponent provides every type of energy, but only provides 1 energy at a time. It only provides 1 energy, but does it? It does, because Adrenopower is just looking to see if darkness is attached, and this, it sees darkness is attached, so it gives it the extra 100 damage. Then when you're using Good Punch, it's looking to see if 2 fighting energies are attached, and it sees a regular fighting energy, and it sees the legacy energy, which is every energy, so it does see fighting. So they only need 1 fighting energy, and they do get to punch for 170, because Adrenopower also then sees that a darkness energy is attached. So they do punch for 170. Did they just put down another Maractus? What? Crispin is also the energy accelerator. I don't know what... I guess fighting and darkness are the 2 energies they have here. Fighting to active. Darkness to either the monkey or the okie dokie. They need it on both at some point. They aren't going to retreat here. They are going to attack. Maractus is for later because it is a 2 retreat cost. We do have boss, so we could punch. We could just give up Pult here, like Pult dies. I could use a monkey. Use a monkey all my own. Could use a monkey all my own. Good monkey. 170 plus 160 is still enough. It doesn't fix math on keeping me alive. It doesn't fix math with getting to move 90 damage. It helps because their Adrenal Brain is basically worth nothing at that point. Their Adrenal Brain becomes worth nothing. I do think we go ahead and grab Clops and evolve it. We don't pop it. We're waiting until we can see a Dusk Noir off the prizes, hopefully. But we do go ahead and evolve it, hoping that we see it off of the prizes, so we can get a 130 to potentially just take out a full Pokemon. And I don't think there's anything we really want to see here off the cycle. We don't want to use the Jamming Tower EX. We're not taking a knockout. Actually, we could boss up Do we really want to kill the Maractus, though? Not really. I could just boss up. Could boss Monkey. Kill Monkey. You're at 230 without that. Just put 30 on you, put 30 on you. Jamming Tower fixes the math for the knockout. And you have no monkey to be able to move damage back. We put 30 on Maractus. And then next turn could potentially see like a huge knockout. And I don't care to cycle the Recons at all because I don't need anything. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can I get a Noir? Okay. Okay. They do take the knockout here, which means Monkey is useless to me next turn because I'll have no damage to move around. Which does kind of suck, but it is what it is. They take 2 prizes, they go down to 2 prizes left. This is a fighting type, so we don't want to put Fezandipity into play at all because Fez is weak to fighting. So it is an easy 2 prize knockout for them, so we don't want to give them that. We also don't want to pop the Clops until it's basically game winner. I need to take 3 prizes. And I currently cannot take 3 prizes because their Okie Dokie is worth 2 prizes, or is worth 0 prizes because of the Legacy Energy. Because this isn't an EX, it's only worth 1. They also have attached the Darkness, which I was afraid of them getting because then it puts them at 230 instead of something that I can reach within a Cursed Pop. Do get another stupid Monkey Dory down. So we punch for 200 and we take the knockout with the use of the Jamming Tower, turning off their Bravery Charm. We put 60, I don't know, somewhere. Probably onto the other Okie Dokie to make sure they can Adrenal Brain it back. Maybe just 30 on the other Okie Dokie. Yeah, 30 onto the other Okie Dokie. I think Blood Moon ever comes into play, but we'll grab it. Because this right here, we're about to only take 1 prize. Or, I mean, 0 prizes. Keep that in mind. We take 0 prizes from this knockout because of the Legacy Energy. But I don't have a boss. And I guess that could be worth digging for as boss. So we at least take a prize card. Also trying to think with the extra 30 we get next turn. What extra 30 we get next turn? Or potentially just Jamming Tower Iono them to force them not to have anything to go down 2 cards. They have no draw power. That could actually be better across the board. Nothing in hand that I really want to keep for a future turn. Nothing I need to Night Stretcher back, because if they take the knockout, they take game. Does grabbing Howlucha fix any math for me this turn? 60 plus 40 is 110 onto the Maractus. So it doesn't fix anything for me this turn, but I also don't think it hurts to have them down. Hilda is worthless at this point. Fez will never see the light of day because of the weakness. Flying entry 1/1. Scanning tower. And Iono. Give me 3, you get 2. I take the knockout, take no prizes, but it's whatever. One, two, three. No prize cards for me. They punch for 170. I punch for knockout. I take 2 prizes here. I move 30 over, and then I just need 1, so then I have 5. 5 plus 5 off the monkey. It really comes down to where they move this energy, if they're able to move energy with Monkey Dory. With current board state, I can clear the entire board. I pop 50 from the Dusclops, and I put it onto their Monkey Dory to go to 60. It needs 5 for death. Oh no, I don't clear the entire board. Let's do my math wrong. I popped Dusclops. I could have got the Dusk Noir. I could have cleared the entire board. I just couldn't grab the Dusk Noir. But I could pop the Dusk Noir. Oh wait, no, I moved the 30 from the damage to Maractus. And then I'm just hitting for 1 off the Phantom Dive, leaving 5 other. 5 plus 5 off the Dusclops is 100. So I can clear the board, actually. I can clear the board. If they don't move damage from Maractus or Monkey. They're grabbing Town Store. Oh, okay, so never mind. We can't clear the board. They're grabbing Town Store to grab another Bravery Charm. Dang. That makes it tougher. That makes things more difficult. And we only have an 8-card deck, which is fine. We just want, I mean, we're not going to cycle anything. How much the Bravery Charm? Oh, the Bravery Charming the Maractus. Okay, that's smart. Keeps me from clearing the board. I mean, I still kill Okie Dokie. So what's your plan for next turn? What's your plan for next turn? What? I kill this, you have no way to attack. Do I know anything about the 2 cards in your hand? Okay, I know you have Crispin in hand. So punch for 300 kills. Or punch for 200 kills. So I kill this. You still need to take 2 prizes, so I don't think I popped the Dusclops. I think we just take 2 prizes here. And I just don't pop Dusclops. Yeah, I think I just don't pop Dusclops. I think that's all it is. What's left in deck for me right now? An Iono, a boss. There's nothing I would rather boss because I just want to kill this. So they can't take 2 prizes. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think they have a way to punch again next turn, but I could be wrong. Oh, I guess Blood Moon, actually. I know they have Crispin in hand. I don't know what the other card they have. I mean, if they have Blood Moon, there's nothing I can really do there. Because, again, there's no way for me to clear the board here. I pop 50, goes 1, and then 5 goes here. Yeah, if they have Blood Moon, they have Blood Moon. If they got Blood Moon, they got Blood Moon. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the knockout, though. I shouldn't have taken the knockout to require them to have Blood Moon plus energy. But they have Crispin, so they can get energy. But they also need to get out of active. So I probably shouldn't have taken the knockout. Oh well. I don't know if this runs Blood Moon, to be completely fair with you, though. And again, I know they have Crispin and 2 other cards. 1 card they just drew. Man, I've been not soft resetting for this entire game. I've been too focused on trying to figure this one out. We also did not get the Noir. We did not get the Noir. We got the Counter Catcher and the Clops. Did not get the Noir. The Noir would have cleared the board for me last game, or last turn, which would have been cool. But it unfortunately is the final prize. Quillariss's Tenacity. What stadium would it? What does Artisan do for you here? I only need 1 prize per game. Bomb. Oh, not a Devo! Oh, no! Not the Devo! That's crazy. That's crazy. That's actually an incredible play. Ah, that's actually incredible. Blood Moon's still in deck, right? Okay, so I just Blood Moon for game, right? I have energy here to retreat. Just double check Blood Moon's in the deck. Blood Moon is in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it attacks for free. It attacks for free. So I'm fine. I just draw out my full hand. And then attack for Blood Moon for free. That was a great play, though. Always got to play... I mean, there was no way to play around the Devo there. I could not heal enough damage to play around the Devo there. So I hadn't attached the energy because I was like, I'm not trying to set up another Pult here, because if I try to set up another... Setting up another Pult doesn't do anything, because if they kill my active Pult, then that's just game anyway. So that's why I didn't attach the energy earlier, and I held the energy in hand in case they tried to trap something in active via just like a Counter Catcher or the Hyper Blower. I wanted to be able to retreat. So what did Okie Dokie do? Okie Dokie it's just another like big single prizer deck, where Okie Dokie, if it has darkness energy attached to it, it gets plus 100 damage and it gets plus 100 health, and its attacks do plus 100 damage. So instead of 70 damage for 2 fighting energy, it does 170 damage. Legacy energy is their ace spec of choice. Legacy energy counts as every energy and also makes your card worth 1 less prize card. So your single prize Okie Dokie now becomes a 0 prize Okie Dokie. And also the legacy energy satisfies the need to have a fighting energy attached for the attack and a darkness energy attached for the health and the damage increase. I'm fairly certain it satisfies. Yeah, I don't know, because we saw it. We saw it satisfy that. So it's just another interesting single prize deck. Its main struggle, and the struggle of most single prize decks currently in format, is not having a draw engine. That's why all the big decks that are big decks, Dragapult, Guard of War, not so much Guard of War. Guard of War used to, it makes do, not Guard of War. Dragapult, Goldango being a big one, in Zorark, anything that runs a Noctowl engine. So you got Flareon Box, you got Raging Bolt, which also has the Teal Mask. All of those, the reason those decks are so powerful and so consistent is because of having a draw engine. Our draw engine is Dracloak, because we can draw in the middle of the turn. Okie Dokie does not have a draw engine, and it suffers because of it, which a lot of single prize decks do. The counter to it is, well, I'm only a single prize deck, so it's going to take you 6 times to take a knockout here, because it isn't even susceptible to an Ampy very much angle from like Iron Hands. So it's a very interesting deck. Yeah, that is okie dokie. I am going to run to the restroom really quickly though before we play this next game. That is what I'm going to do. So I'll be right back. Very interesting. Chat, I've actually, I don't want to brag. I've actually been pretty good about doing my resets tonight. I've actually been pretty on top of my resets tonight. Not to brag. Not to brag. Ooh, Wellspring Ogre coin. Also, big update, chat. It's been 4 months. We're finally going to start recording the Soul Week. I know, it's been 4 months. But I've been busy. I was moving. I went to New Orleans. I went to Atlanta. They also were busy. Tyler and Corey, they also have lives and we're doing things. So we've all been busy. But we're finally actually going to start doing it. And actually start, you know, churning out some more content other than just 2 videos of Pokemon Odyssey Week. But I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Sam, I saw you commented on both Odyssey videos. I haven't had a chance to read the comments yet. I saw it right before I was starting the stream. But I want to get more content up than just, you know, 2 videos a week. But I mean, 2 videos a week plus stream, that's not too bad. What an open and going second. Badu already inactive and Dreepy on the bench. We'll hold on to the Neo Up Energy, I'm not going to attach it. Odyssey has been good, I've really enjoyed it. I've already recorded the next 3 episodes. I'm guessing this is probably Ogre Box, considering they're using the Wellspring Ogres all over the place. In which case, we really have to play around the Torrential Pump. They grab Hoot Hoot Noctowl? 2 Hoot Hoots and a Noctowl? No, 2 Hoot Hoots and a Ditto. So Ditto's going to be the 5th card. And they go into that. You want to leave? You wanted to be in here so badly. Get out of here. Don't come back. First, you wanted to be in here so badly. Yeah, this guy. All right. At least we have a lot of things we can do here to deter them from being able to torrential pump next turn. We aren't attaching the Neo upper energy because if torrential pump, it's just throwing away the Neo upper energy. But we do know it's in deck, and we know it's at the bottom of the deck, so that's fun. We'll save the Ultra Ball. Wish we would have got Buddy Pop in there to establish some more Dreeps. That's okay. No items, so hopefully they have no Knockdowns in hand. And they won't be able to Ultra Ball for them. That's the hope. But they also play energy, so it's chat. That's 2,500 soft resets. They got the Crispin. They're getting a torrential pump off. We're going home crying. It's going to be a bad, bad day for us, chat. It's going to be a bad, bad day for us, chat. A bad, 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 bad day for us, chat. This is a bad time for us. Was really hoping they were going to whiff that. Really hoping they were going to whiff that. And as you can see, they did not whiff that. I don't know what's in deck to decide. I'll throw with both of you. Badu is there. We got one more Dreepy in deck. We got a Loke. We could evolve the Loke, but I'm hoping to grab that later. Latias is not in deck. Okay, Latias is prized. So we are going to Night Stretcher and attach energy. So that way we can definitely get Dreep or Badu back in active. Is the other... Okay, let me do a quick count of what's prized. Oh, 2 Dragapults are prized. Cool. 2 Pults are prized. A Clops is prized. Latias is prized. Yeah, that's some some bad prizes, chat. Some people are saying those are pretty terrible prizes. I'm the people. I'm the one saying it. Those are really bad prizes. 2 Stretchers gone. And I won't get this one even because I just played this one down this turn. They have Latias, so I mean, Counter Catcher doesn't really do anything other than just put 10 damage counter onto a different Pokemon. Had they evolved one of these guys last turn? Oh, we didn't reset their hand. We just gotta hope that they don't have anywhere in these 10 cards to get another Crispin via a Knockdown, via Crispin, via anything, and they can only go from. Oh, okay, got another Crispin in hand. Chat, we lose this. We lose this one. We lose. This deck is a big comeback deck. I don't know how we come back from this one. We're in a real bad spot here because they're gonna kill these 2 guys, and they still didn't evolve anything that we can potentially trap with Counter Catcher because they don't have free retreat. So we got to send Fez up, just so that way it's not an easy one-shot kill for them. Got to remember Latias is prized, so you know I guess there is that. We will Iono them to 2. So that's at least a benefit. Neo Upper is in deck, so we can attach this to eventually get out of it. Because I don't want to attach to either of them, because it's potentially just gone next time. Zero reason to Counter Catcher. I mean, we could hit the other Badu, actually. But, I mean, if we hit the other Badu, we don't want to retreat, because then they just have game. because they just have game if they can do another torrential pump. So we don't want to. We leave Fez inactive no matter what. Flip the script for 3. Okay, we have Neo Upper Energy for next turn. We have Dusclops for hopefully just to be a threat so they kill it instead. We can't get anything. Okay, I do need Night Stretcher so that way I can recover the singular Dragapult we have access to. And then we go ahead and pop the Dusclops so they can win. No, we just go ahead and pass the game. This is awful. Not completely over. Unless they're able to kill Fez. They're able to sob here, though. So actually they can eventually just kill Fez. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 200. They can sob turn 1, and then next turn they can Lily's Clefairy. Oh, they pop the bundle! They pop the bundle. GG. Incredible. Rough. I mean, this is just a rough deck to go up against. Anything that uses Wellspring, and can just, like, kill multiple Vardreepies sucks. And this one we had a strong open with Badoo Dreepy in opening hand, but we were not able to get down enough Dreepies to make it worth it. So this is just one of those decks that we most likely lose to. If we expect this deck to be played a lot, our only way around it is, like, if it's something that we want to beat, we would, like, tech in a rare candy. But I just don't think it's worth teching in a rare candy for the majority of our other matchups, because we can normally just take it slower with Badoos. But yeah, Wellspring is just rough. Kind of wild to see a Pokemon game open with Yggdrasil, though. I've only really seen that in Dragon Quest, though, or it's on other stuff. Because Yggdrasil is from Norse mythology, so a lot of stuff. It's the World Tree, so I think that's fun. I think it's really fun seeing it in the game. I was expecting Odyssey to be more, like, Greek themed, but it seems to be more, at least just Norse. Well, I mean, it is the Labyrinth, so I don't know. I saw the Zwigo video about Pokemon Odyssey. It was a good watch. I'll do what I normally do and wait for Wiz's full series. I don't know how long this one's going to take me. It seems to be like the 8 Strathams and then similar to 8 Gyms. But I don't know how long this one is going to be equivalent to other Pokemon series. But I mean, at the end of episode, not to spoil too much, but episode 6 will see me most likely nearing the end of the second Stratham. So I don't know, this one might be around the normal 30 episode. Second. I know I keep making the joke, but I challenge you to a battle. I'll show you the true power of Steven's Metagross. You know what? I would normally be all over it, but Metagross is just too powerful for me. I just can't. I don't think I can do that to myself. I just know how powerful that deck is. I don't think I want to lose to it. These cool. Wait, I want to see. Like, there we go. Let me get a little bigger. Look at these. This is a cool deck, or a cool card back. It's cool. I like this. All right. I'm probably not going to play down the Jamming Tower until it is worth it to me to do so. Actually do have to grab you here. All right, we have a prized Badoo, a prized Dreepy, double prize. Oh no, they were there. I was like, double prized, prized Ultra Ball, Double prize, Night Stretcher, prized Fire Energy. Those are our prizes. Don't you forget it. Okay. Jamming Tower is a big help later. And it doesn't really stop them from anything right this second, so there's no reason to put it down right now. We'll only put it down when it benefits us. Because, I mean, their deck really only uses tools to increase their Cynthia's Pokemon health. Oh, damn. Well, I guess it would have helped us there. Wow. Immediately they joked me with the Team Evo. Immediately they were like, yeah? Yeah, I'll show you why you should have played that Jamming Tower. It's fine. Huge 20 damage. They didn't get a second friend down, though. I was expecting them to also, like, put down Rosalie. Oh, this is still fine. We're still fine. Would love to get a... Would I rather get a... Let's go Nest Ball, because I can choose either Dreepy or Duskull after I see the other Recon. I think Hilda for next turn actually is great. Which would I rather see? Probably a Clops. Or a Skull to get to a Clops. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and Itchy Pollen for 20. They'll get both of these dudes evolved this turn, though. Which would be pretty problematic. They punch for 100 with just one energy. Or their champions call for Rosalie, I get that down. The other champions call to get the Garchomp. Or another Gibble. Okay, maybe they have Garchomp in hand. Yeah, they have Garchomp in hand. So they do take 100 and they draw, what, 2 cards? This is draw to 7 or draw to 6? Draw to 6. Okay. Send you up. And actually, sending Latias up is the correct call. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Maybe I don't have to Hilda. Okay. Okay, maybe I don't have to Hilda. Actually, definitely Hawlucha and take out Rosalia. Definitely Hawlucha and take out Rosalia. Okay, right now I'm not guaranteed Pult, though. And I kinda need to be guaranteed Pult. I kinda need to be guaranteed Pult. I think we... Didn't love that. Didn't love that. Do I want to counter catcher and take this out and this out? Take 2 prizes. They finish the counter catcher and kill Fez. Just slows down their setup. Or a 200 punch, 240. I think just kill these 2 guys. Jamming Tower doesn't help them do anything right now. Because it doesn't make this easier to kill. I don't want them to be able to bump it. Is why I'm not committing the Jamming Tower early. is I don't want them to be able to bump the jamming tower before I can make use of it. Champion's Call, get this guy Evo, get them out of range. Champion's Call, get this guy up to Gabite. Champion's Call, get this guy up to Garchomp. Or get down another Roselia, because they do want Roselia. What are you Ultra Balling for here? What do you want to Ultra Ball for? Toadstool gone. That's for their Goldengo matchup. I don't think they grab Fez. I don't think Fez makes sense. I don't think they even play Fez. Grabbing the Gabite so that way they can double Champion's Call to grab back out the Roselia. Is that the only thing in the discard, actually? It's just Roselia, isn't it? No, they don't even grab the... Oh, no, they do grab the Roselia. It just didn't show it to me because I clicked it so fast. Buddy Poffin to get probably 2 Roselias down. Only one, so the other one is prized. Corkscrew Dive, draw 4. That's pretty good, draw 4. Huh. 330 is their normal. Really do a lot. Doesn't really do a lot. I mean, I could just boss this guy back up and kill them. 60 here. If I Ultra Ball but do a way to get Dusclops, what would be throw away the counter catcher? If I pop the Dusclops this turn, I don't think I want to pop it this turn though. I think I want to pop it as a Dusknoir, because Dusknoir gets me the most 130, 190, and 130 gets this dead. And I could potentially be doing a 2-price turn, or a 4-price turn. Roselia, I think that it makes them hit for 30. It hits 30 damage harder. So, but we could also just throw away Iono. I don't really need both Ionos here, actually. So throw that away, grab Clops. Evolve Clops. I don't need a jamming tower yet. I don't think they Iono me. We just punch 200. And I don't know what Cynthia's Roserade's max health is. What's the card? 130? Oh, actually, it would have been better to put the 60 here. The 60 here would have been better. Because then we bump the 130 here. I think it's still fine. Oh, man, I just love this art. Is just so cool. Any art that has the trainer and, like, multiple Pokemon is just so cool to me. The end one is also very, very cool. I just love the SIRs that have, like, trainers in their Pokemon. I wish we would have gotten more of that. We are over 2,500 resets. 25% of the way to 10K. Can you imagine 10K resets? It'd be so over odds. They do need fighting energy to get the knockout here. And then I need an additional energy to get the knockout here. Oh, I forgot you have free retreat. That's so cool. That's so cool that you have free retreat. Okay. Alright, so we pop Dusk, we evolve Dusk Noir. Let's send up Latius to just give us the most amount of thought. I need multiple pieces here, which is not great. All of you. Hey, there's the pieces I need. Cool. Is that game? I don't think it is. It would have been game had I put the 60 in a better place. Had I put the 60 in a better place, this would have just immediately been game. Let me think for a second. 200 kills this. Actually, 130 kills this. I could just pop this to kill this. Pop this, kill this. I take 2 prizes, I go down to 3. But I can't kill either, so I can't take 3 prizes. Pop 130 here, it kills this. 200 pump. You know, I definitely placed the 60 damage wrong. I should have placed it here, because then it's a 30 for a kill. So I could have won, but I didn't, because I played this poorly. But this kills you. Is it better use of my damage to pop this to kill this? Do we Iono them down to 3 to make it more difficult for them? Man, we really misplayed that. Really misplayed that. Really misplayed that. Cursed Blast. They go down to 2. Just so I can better make use of my damage counters that I'm about to place out here. I'll counter catcher up the other one to kill it. It's just real dumb of me. I just could have gotten there so much easier. I just could have gotten there so much easier. There's nothing I can do here to move damage, right? No. Just to confirm next turn I get game. Yeah, I saw. Man, really messed that up. I just needed to do that math better. Needed to do that math better. I think we're fine, though. I don't think they have a way to hit 320. But if they get... They need Champion's Call. Champion's Call for... Champion's Call for Garchomp. Fighting Energy. Counter Catcher or Boss's Order for Pheasantipity, and they take game. And if they take game, I'm okay with that because I messed up. Because I had game, and then I placed my damage counters wrong. Placed my damage count, and I was so much, I like even looked up the math, and I was like, this math makes sense. And then I immediately was like, this math does not make sense. Okay. They couldn't get there. Doesn't matter in the end, but I definitely screwed up my math. Definitely should have and could have done better math. But I did bad math. And bad math gets you in the end every time. Bad math gets you in the end every time. We need to update the stream title. 25 plus 100 resets. Let's go, chat. All right, we're probably gonna play one more game. One more game and then we'll wrap up. Wiz is not a mathematician. No, I am not. Famously not a mathematician. Some people are claiming I'm a mathematician. Wait, what did you say? You said Welsh is not a speller. Unless that's how you spell mathematician. In that case, I'm also not a speller. What do we got? We got a mulligan. No, wait! No, why do I even play this guy? Why are you even in the deck? Why even play you in the deck? Should cut this guy from the deck immediately. Why is this thing even in here? Why is this thing even in here? Just cut it from the deck. What's the point of playing this guy? No, it never does anything. It's not worth using. Just kidding, it literally won a game for us earlier. Alright, is this Regia? Is this Miraidon? Is this Joltik Box? Is this Goldango Joltik Box? Is this Raging Bolt Joltik Box? Which Joltik Box is it? Fighting Energy, it is Raging Bolt. Okay, at least we get a couple turns here. Oh, buddy, just let Latias be in deck and I'll be okay. Let's go. Okay, do a quick count. We got a prized Loke. We got a prized... How much is there? Is Monkey Dory there? Alright, we got a prized Loke. We got a prized Boss's Order. We got a prized Hilda. We got a prized Buddy Poffin. We got a prized Night Stretcher. We got a prized Fire Energy. Alright, we know our prizes. We know our prizes. We'll throw Clops away. I don't want to throw away Psychic Energy. I want to use Psychic Energy. I throw away Ultra Ball. Gladius. We probably don't use Clop or Dusk in this matchup. So Dreepy, Badoo, Latias. Yeah. Badoo into active. Touch for turn. Iono a fresh hand. Okay, this is a pretty good fresh hand. Itchy Pollen for 10. No items for you, but I mean you have what you need for your jolting charge. Deal Dance. You spell in English, me spell good. Hey, you spell better than me. I'm a pretty bad speller. I don't know how much I've talked about my bad spelling. Judge. Still a good hand. When I was in like elementary school, and like I still get flashbacks to this. Like, oh, I'm so bad at it. When we would have to do like spelling tests. It was awful. And the bonus question was spell bonus. Still to this day, I misspell bonus. I probably don't want to Iono. I probably don't want to give them any other cards, depending on what I get off this Recon. I think I'm okay with just having these two guys and just leaving them with 3 cards. Well, I mean, they already have their attack. Actually, Hilda's pretty good. Hilda actually is all I need. Yeah, this is great. Another energy. Establish it on the other Dracloak in case they boss for a kill instead of killing Badoo. Just have 2 different Dracloaks ready to attack. This is pretty good. I like this. And legacy energy. This is great. I'm a big fan of this. So how I misspelled bonus was I spelled B-O-U-N-S. Don't ask me why. It doesn't make sense. Bone us. How do you misspell that? I was a really bad speller. Okay, just didn't amp you very much. We'll send up the laddie. But we should be good here to punch. And of course, not take a knockout. We don't want to give them Fez draw. And I don't think I want to take Fez draw. So we'll do our recons first. And see if we can get there. I don't think we need Halucha. I'll put it in hand. Yes, that's a B. Yeah, B-O-U-N-U. I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. I was a bad speller. Research. Okay, we might have to go for a Fez draw. We might have to go for a Fez draw. Okay, we might have to go for a Fez draw. Chat, we might be out here going for a Fez draw. Chat, we're fine. Why would you ever think we would have to go for a Fez draw? That's crazy. Why would you ever think we would need to Fez draw? Or, research. I think we boss here. Force them to have to retreat. I think we boss Miraidon. Punch for 200. Hobby. Do I honor them to 4? Or is boss better? Put 3 here, of course. And I have the room. I could just go ahead and play Halucha down, put 10 here. 10 here, just to have it there. Hey, you know what? We'll wait for the Halucha in case they play down another Uger. I will go ahead and play down the Duskull, though, because the Duskull could be big. The Duskull could be big. Could be big. Could be big. Could be big. Could be a big play. Could be a big burp. Big play. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 more. Trying to think forward some math. 130. It's 5. Trying to think down the line with some math if we get that far. We would have had Duskull evolve into Clops this turn. It would have been fine. Or if they whiff an attack this turn, but I don't think they will. But I wanted Miraidon up so that way they either have to put down Latias to be able to get into it, or they have to, I mean, they could Prime Catcher. There's a lot of ways out of this. They have a lot of ways out of it. Ultra Ball for Latias is most likely the path they take. Or for just another Mew. Interesting. And then they Nest Ball for Latias. Or just another Ogre Pawn. Interesting. Prime Catcher is in hand. Okay, Sada also can accelerate energy for them. They have a lot of energy here. They definitely kill Dragapult. Dragapult for sure dies. For sure Dragapult dies here. Prime Catcher. Okay, Dragapult doesn't die here. Fez dies here. Bye, Fez. It was nice knowing ya. Okay. Kind of a 6-price turn. Anywhere. That's why I was like, if I had a Duskull earlier, I could Dusk Noir here and it'd be pretty cool. But I don't have that. So obviously you're a prize for me. I have all 3 counter catchers in deck. Alucia also gives me a prize. I mean, I pop this and I kill the Raging Bolt. I pop this and I kill Raging Bolt. Punch 200. Puts them a little bit behind. They can recover pretty easily. All 3 counter catchers are in there. If we grab the counter catchers off of a research or an Iono might be stronger because it holds them up. And if we can get, like, say, this into active, we punch 200, 2 there, gets us the kill. Hawlucha kills here. 1 goes on to you. Does 9 plus... I can do 100 damage otherwise. I can do 100 damage otherwise. No, that doesn't get me anywhere. I think we actually do have to Dusclops kill this to make it harder for them. I think we do have to Dusclops kill that. Because we get 6 off of a Phantom Dive plus 5. 6 from a Phantom Dive plus 5 is 11. We get 120 here, actually. No, we get 100 because I have to put the 2 here. I keep forgetting I have to put the 2 here. I keep forgetting I have to put the 2 there. Loser wants to put 2 there. Iono them to 2, which I mean they can restart recover from. I don't want to pop the Jamming Tower, because I pop the Jamming Tower, they just discard Miraidon, so I don't want to pop the Jamming Tower, but we do get Counter Catcher. So now we can Counter Catcher if we want to go that route. And counter, they just need boss, and I know they play a heavy boss count. It's kind of like, do we want to play the Dusclops? But if we don't play the Dusclops, they just get game. I think we have to play the Dusclops. I know I'm playing really slow here. I'm just trying to do all the math. I think we just have to kill this here. I need 5 prize cards. I don't have 5 prize cards on board. 5 here, 5 plus 5 is 100. It just doesn't get me there. I think he might have misplayed last turn. Not putting damage to the bolt. Oh, I definitely did. I definitely did because I could have put the Hawlucha 10 here. I should have Hawlucha'd and put 30 here. I should have Hawlucha'd last turn. So that way this is just a punch for 200. It was definitely a misplay. It was definitely a misplay. It was a very big misplay. And then I don't think it matters where I put it. I mean, I think they just probably have the game. It was definitely a big misplay. I should have Hawlucha'd last turn. Why are you shrugging at me, bud? I'm doing the best I can. Unless they see a win that I don't have. Unless they saw a win that I didn't have, but I don't think I had a win. Yeah, restart for 2. All they need is just 1 Sada. Fez for 3. Oh, man. So good. Which, even then, even if I put the Sada, I would have put the 5 onto... let's say I could have killed the Raging Bolt that turn had I correctly Phantom Dived and put the 1 there. I would have put 5. I still couldn't have gotten a 6 price turn there. But I would have... Actually, no, I could have gotten a 6 price turn. What am I talking about? I absolutely would have had a 6 price turn there. Yeah, because I would have counter-catchered up the... I would have counter-catchered up Iron Hands. I would have punched 200 in Iron Hands, put 2 damage onto Miraidon, and put 4 damage onto Raging Bolt for game. Yeah, so absolutely big misplay. Big misplay, but I would have had it otherwise. It was because I was like, should I play Hawlucha? And I was like, no, I can play it later. Honestly, I didn't say it. As soon as I passed, or as soon as I finished my turn, I was like, oh, wait. Hawlucha can't do anything for me once it's on the bench. This, I need to be better about turning off emotes. Emotes just irritate me when they shrug at you just for like what do you want about? It's a game. The people who spam emotes are my least favorite. Yo, what's up, Jonazard? Pretty good. Pretty good. We've had some really good games tonight. I think we only lost 2 games tonight. This one I misplayed. This one should have been a win. This one when I put the... right here, because I wouldn't have even actually needed Duskull. I wouldn't have even needed Duskull here if I would have just properly put the 30 damage and the Hawlucha damage. And that would have put me in a much better position. You have caught me at the end of stream, though. Because I'm going to go watch the finale to The Residence. It's been out for a while, but we're finally getting around to watching it. So we're going to go watch that to wrap up my night. Chat, I successfully did 75 resets tonight. More than I have normally done. 6 more resets? 6 more? You want me to end at 25:30 instead of ending at 25:25? Ending at 25:25 is such a perfect number. I wish the, outline was a little bit larger here. I wish it was just slightly easier to see. What if I was using a different font? Would a different font to make it easier to see? Chat, we're going crazy here and we're switching up fonts. Is Impact better? I don't know, I kind of like Impact, actually. Actually does look a little bit easier to see. Also, why is this not, flush? Wait, I want it barely up. Wow. Wow, doesn't that look nice? 25-25 is... Yeah, you know what? Let me just keep resetting until I get to 69-69. That sounds like a great idea. Chat, that is going to be it for me tonight. We had some great games tonight. We played well. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with Pult, Dusk Noir. I'm playing in a cup on Saturday. I'm going to a cup on Saturday where I'm probably going to take this. Friday night, we will be streaming some more TCG. And when we stream it Friday night, we will be doing practice for said cup. And then Wednesday night, I'm finally going to return to Pokemon Ranger. It's been much too long since we played Pokemon Ranger, and I really want to play it some more. So Wednesday night, we're finally going to return to it. Pokemon Odyssey, new episode out tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST. If anyone's lurking and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, you should go subscribe to it. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. And then, like I said, we're going to start recording, me, Tyler, and Corey are going to start recording the Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Soul Link somewhat soon. So hopefully episodes of that should be coming out whenever. I want to stockpile enough because it'll be 2 episodes a week. So I want to make sure I have enough videos stockpiled that if we miss a week of recording, that we're not totally screwed on getting episodes out. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you later. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.